Welcome back, everybody. We have a returning vehicle, but this time it's actually just for some preventative maintenance. And in this case, we're gonna actually go back and undercoat again the whole truck. It's been previously undercoated by me, but we're just keeping up with it. So my buddy asked me if I would go through and just redo it all over again. It's been about 2 years, so we're gonna do a quick walk around, check out the previous repairs that I've done, the cab corners and rockers, and even the back half of the frame, the cab mounts, and we'll see how those are holding up. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna do the best I can to show you everything here. My buddy actually installed plastic wheel liners on the truck, so help protect everything in there. That's definitely a good call. Keep whatever salt and stuff from winter, from flying in there. So it's kind of hard to see there, but we're just gonna go to the back. So just bear with me as I kind of crawl around under here. I'll just take a look right here. Previously, this whole back half of the frame was replaced with another section from another truck. And you can see it looks like it's holding up very well. We installed a new hitch on it. That all looks good. It looks like the only rust I see is actually on the bed itself, which that will be something we will address down the line, but we're just not there yet. Other evidence you can see of the bed, this cross member is starting to rust a little bit. That center one, it's actually peeling paint. It's otherwise fine, but yeah, he's put a new stainless exhaust on it, and I can't even remember how many rear ends we tried out in this before we got the correct one. A little bit of surface rust on the factory leaf spring, perch brackets, whatever you want to call them. But that's not a big deal. I don't even think I cleaned those up when I reinstalled them the last time, so I think they were just kind of undercoated right over everything. But those definitely see the most, road wear, we'll call it, because they're the closest to the ground. But you can see, try and get up in here. This all looks great. I see a little bit of surface rust on the inside of the frame. It just looks like a bare spot that we didn't really get to. So that's fine. Got another one over there, but otherwise, I'd say this frame is holding up extremely well. Cross member tubes that are usually rotted out on these look brand new. So now I think I'm done rolling around under here. We're gonna go check a little bit further up on the frame, up there. So give me a minute. Okay, trying to show you. Like I said, we got those wheel liners in there now. So it kind of hides where I welded everything. But you could see it. It's actually right here. This is the seam where it slides over the frame coming toward the cab. I'm trying to get in there just to show you. There you go. You could see a shadow, but no rust at all. Undercoating's doing its job wonderfully. A little bit on the inside of that tube. I mean, we can get that. That could have just been whatever you want to say. Just missed right there on the bottom there. I actually think I saw it the last time I was around this truck. That all looks good. I didn't have to repair anything up here. We just cleaned up here and we just painted when it was here. And then looks like a little bit of something there. But yeah, you can see it's still pretty gooey. It wasn't even rust. It's just whatever stuck to the outside that rusted. So that's all good. I always think this is grass or something every time I see it, and it's just whatever tape. So bottom part of the frame, of course, that sees the most, so that's definitely, I wouldn't say get washed off, but it's definitely gonna, get most of it there. It's still holding on there pretty good. I figure, it's definitely still pretty gooey. And I know a lot of guys don't like it because working on the truck, you get dirty. I don't know. I don't care. I feel like every time you work on something, you get dirty. I mean, obviously, if this was like a restoration type vehicle, no way, but everyday vehicle, I think this is well worth, protect the longevity of it, at least, rust wise up here in the rust belt. All right, well, since we're here, we're gonna look right up to the rocker right now, see how we're holding up. Because I mean, I'll be straight with you guys, like we didn't put a lot of money into like finished materials on this. So this was Advanced Auto Parts spray paint, that color match. And I think I used Rust-Oleum, just standard gloss clear coat. That's what I had. We're just trying to save money, so that's all that is. I think it had 2 coats on it. There was primer on it. So there's primer, 2 coats of that, and then I think 3 coats of clear. And I seam sealed this. So obviously I said before, we replaced the whole cab corner, the rocker, the outer rocker, and the inner rocker, which I'll show you now. And then also I did all the cab mounts on this truck. And the other videos, like I said, you can check out. You could see I actually went back. I had to rebuild this whole box. This whole thing was junk. I'm crawling under here hoping not to headbutt something because it does not feel good because I've done it way too many times. And you can see it's holding up really well. This, I know, I remember I painted it, and I believe I did get that undercoat all on the inside. I'm trying to remember. I'd have to watch the video at this point. And you know, I obviously did the outside of it, and this all looks very good. I had fluid film. That's what I used on the inside. That's right. I use fluid film on the inside because it's a little bit thinner than the stuff I use on the outside, and it gets, you know, behind everything really well. And then really for the stuff that sees the out, we'll say it's more exposed to the weather, that's the Rick Fennell stuff I used. And I used it all in here, not real heavy. This one I got real heavy, you can tell what a difference that is. But I'm not sure why. It was probably the end of the can. When you get to the end of the can, it tends to shoot out a bunch all at once. So I probably hit it like that. But you can see this rocker is excellent. Still holding up well. This is what the purpose of that stuff is. So like, eventually this would probably end up like that, but it picks up a little bit of dirt from you driving, and then eventually just kind of, we'll say, forms its own barrier. But this is still soft. Like I still could wipe that. See that? I could still wipe it. But that film protects it. And it's like those, well, it's like the older trucks, the 70s, 80s trucks you might see, and you just come across a couple spots in the cab that might still be good. And they look just like this. It's something, it's kind of like what they used to do back in the day when they'd spray oil and whatnot until you go down a dirt road or something. And it works. But this undercoating specifically is heavy duty, so it doesn't wash off. That's why I like using it. So we got that. That looks good. We're right here on the bottom part of the frame. I think I already showed you. Looks good. It's not even on real thick there, but it's still got a film on it and still doing its, you know, duty of protecting everything. We also rebuilt this one. I mean, I did it on both sides, so we'll look at both sides. I won't go through talking on the other side as much. I'll just show you real quick. But yeah, I had to do all that. The side, the bottom, all, even in front on the side there, tied into the inner rocker. So yeah, I'm still very happy with this. This was definitely probably one of the biggest projects I've done recently. I can't tell, I was distracted, sorry, I was wondering what. Ooh, maybe a little spot of surface rust there. That's all right. Protected with the goo on my finger. Anyways, so yeah, we'll go bounce. We'll go to the other side real quick. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, and we'll go from there. On the other side, passenger side now. So you can see the bottom part of the frame there. Looks very good. No rust. Still holding up excellent. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less, even if I didn't coat it after, 2 years basically. It was a used frame, but still. So you can see all that. Still looks great. I remember this side actually being the worst. Still looks pretty good. Obviously, we're still gonna get another coat on it. Hit all that real well. There's the bottom of the floor and a rocker. You can see back of that cab corner. I mean, I even see them sealed there too, so all good. Is this a cab mount? Still good. Sorry about the light. I'm trying not to move it around too much, but is that a cab mount? That one down there you can see is still holding up really well too. You can see the weld seam on it. All coated up. I'll just show you underneath the frame here, or inside, so it's still pretty good. Trying to move back without hitting my head off an exhaust hanger. So the bottom of that, that's still the OE one. I just gotta probably put a little wire brush on that spot. Just knock some of that flaky stuff off and it'll be good to go. Inside there, like I said, it's fine. So we're good there. We'll have to get on top of that again. But like I said, I'm gonna do that anyways because we really didn't have to worry about anything up front. Everything up there was good. Just needed cleaned up and coated. So all good there. Check out this cab corner. I haven't looked at this side yet. Yeah, you can tell it was done with a little spray paint because you really want to pick at it. I think you can just see the little splotchiness and the finish of it, but it was fine. And obviously it was way better than what was there. But just the rockers. If you remember in that video, I had to go all the way up in there, the whole front of it. Yeah, you can see my overspray I did there, but more protection, right? Nobody sees it. Looks good. So yeah, we're gonna get to put another coat of that Rick Fennell undercoating on here and preserve it for more, miles down the road. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do another coat of that Rick Fennell undercoating on here. I just wanted to give everybody an update on the truck. It's been 2 years, 2 winters, since we did all that work in the back and the cab corners and rockers and cab mounts. So I just wanted to show you how it's holding up and how, that undercoating has helped keeping everything right. So yeah, that'll just do it for this video. You guys can check out an upcoming video, which I'm probably gonna do here shortly. I will just kind of walk you through my process of what I do to coat this real quick. And by real quick, I mean probably an hour, hour and a half maybe. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, hope you all got something out of it. And if you liked what you saw and you want to see more in the future and whatnot, hit the like button, please subscribe. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.